Freeman be the name, so don't you forget it. Hey, I'm from the west where they with it. Them niggas dangerous, they hop outside the whip and spin it. He think I'm broke, man, that nigga must be silly. They calling me.
What down, what it is, y'all? The Mac is back in another video, and today we are reacting to why broke men should not approach women. This is always a topic like that's like a little like controversial in my opinion to talk about, because like it's like two sides of the coin. Because I get why a high value, not necessarily high value, I get why a financially stable woman wouldn't want a man who's not financially stable. You know, it makes sense. You know, it does make sense. But at the same time, you know, what if that man who isn't financially stable, like the man for you, you know? It's just, you know, and I feel like sometimes they don't see the potential in things like that. But I'm gonna stop yapping. Yeah, let's get into this video, man.
So I once dated this guy who brought me my favorite flowers to a first date, and everything was perfect. He drove me to the date, he dropped me off, he paid for the nice dinner, and he showed up with my favorite flowers. Turns out he had been watching my content, and he found out what my favorite flowers were because he stalked me. And then I realized
Okay, so you make content, you're a content creator. You have a problem that he found out from your content about the favorite flowers you like. Honestly, I think you being ungrateful, because he put in all that effort to find out your favorite flowers going through your content. And you talking about he's stalking you. Like, it's different if I guess you ain't talk about your favorite flowers in your content or something, and he just found that out by watching you in real life and you ain't know he was watching you. But Instagram stalking, I find like social media stalking like a little difference. It's just like the context is very important, because if he was just like, you know, looking to see your favorite flowers because he liked you genuinely, I don't think there's a problem with that. You know,
he literally was a fanboy / hater, because then I saw him posting up some really not nice things about big girls on his Instagram story, and I confronted him about it. I'm like, what the heck is this? And he's like, oh, you know, some of these women, they just ask for so much, and, you know, they need to look at how they look. But I'm fat, but I look like this, so what are you saying? And then the truth came out, and I realized, ew, he's part of the Broke Boys Club. And
I don't think we should associate being broke with being like bitter, or I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like being like, I can't think of the word right now, bro, but it's like, let's not associate being broke with being like a bad person. I don't know. Let's not associate with that, because at one point, some people have, you know. That's good for the people who were born with money, you know, but not everybody born rich. You know what I'm saying? Some people had to work to get what they have. You know what I'm saying? So you saying, oh, Broke Boys Club, at one point we were all broke. So, you know, let's not associate that with that, you know?
he just wanted validation.
I don't think I necessarily disagree. Like, if somebody talking mess, you know, but you have things you need to work on, I think you shouldn't be talking to nobody. Should be talking about nobody. You definitely shouldn't be talking about nobody if you have things you need to work on.
And he just wanted validation from me. Please, broke boys, if you're watching this, I don't want to date you. Please stop pretending. Don't pretend for me, please.
No offense, but it's not going to be too many. I don't even want to be mean when I say this, but it's not going to be too many men that want you. Like, I don't even, like, she's not the juiciest peach in the batch. I don't know. If y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be as nice as possible, you know, but she's not all that to be talking crazy like that. At least that's what I think, you know. She don't look that good to be talking about a specific man shouldn't approach her. And is she rich? I don't think she's rich. Mind you, I don't know her financial situation, but I don't think she's rich enough to be telling a financial class to not approach her. Just saying. On to the next video.
Guys, so tell me, quick little story. I got hit up yesterday. This guy hit me up on Instagram.
She look good.
Talking about,
I ain't gonna lie, she look good.
You're so beautiful. I want to take you out to eat. Are you free tomorrow? Like a dummy that I am. You know, free food don't hurt nobody. I hit him up. I respond back. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to get some eats. What time? He told me be ready by 6 or 7. I'm like, oh, can you give me to like 8? Cause I'm busy. He's like, I came home rushing because I was like, I gotta get ready. I got a date tonight. I did my makeup. I put this.
I got a question. Like, did he hit her up without knowing her, asking her to go on a date? See, me, I don't really know about that. Like, I don't think I would ever do something like that. Never say never, but at the same time, me right now, I don't think I would do something like that just because, like, I don't even know you, and I'm already asking, like, you to spend my money on you. And it's not necessarily spend my money on you. I'd rather, like, talk first, you know, get to know each other. Like, you know, we talk for a few days, and then once we see that the vibe or, like, our conversation good, then I'll ask you out on a date. I ain't gonna ask you out on a date the first message I ever send you. I think that's dumb. Because just like she said, who wouldn't want a free meal? She could just be looking at it as a free meal and not a chance to, you know, spark a relationship and all of that. So I would not do that. But to each their own, I guess.
It's nothing too crazy because it's just like nothing, like something, you know? We're just going out to eat. Nothing, you know, something nice, simple.
Why is she posing? What was the reason for her to pose? I'm thinking she was about to say something regarding her looks or something. She just, you know, it's just a free date. What is she doing that for, bro?
I'm ready, makeup done. Homeboy stood me up. Whole time, homeboy stood my.
I was already here. He stood you up. I don't know, but this ain't really got nothing to necessarily do with being broke. I don't think standing a girl up is broke. I think it's messed up. You should let somebody know if you ain't gonna do it, but I don't think that necessarily means he's broke. Because clearly if he offered, at least what I'm thinking is he had intentions to pay. So I don't know. I don't know, but maybe he had something come up, but he still should have let her know. That is weird. How you gonna ask somebody on a date and then stand the person you asked on the date up? Like, that don't even make sense. There was no reason to asking her then.
I'm gonna lose a lot of my male followers behind this, but I don't give a
Bad word.
She's not stuck up, she's smartened up. These women never had an issue with dealing with men who were less fortunate or staying down with men who were going through hard times. The issue is they was dealing.
Hold on, let me read this real quick. Man says women don't like taking chances on broke men because they either are a bum who will never get on their feet or leave her for another woman when he levels up. I don't necessarily agree with a broke man is a bum that will never get on his feet because, you know, sometimes, you know, hard times come, you know, but that don't mean the rain, like, gonna last forever. Like, sometimes it rains, but that don't mean it's gonna last forever. The sun gonna come, it's gonna shine eventually, you know. And about the other thing, about men leaving women once they level up, I don't know why some men do that, because there's definitely some men out there who do that. I don't necessarily think it's because they get money, though, like, because they started off broke. I think it's more so like, since now they got money, the world sees them as a high-value man, because that's how our generation is nowadays. Like, now your value is based off of your financial situation, you know? If you rich, people see you, oh, like, he that dude, you know what I'm saying? If you broke, he's a bum. And I don't think it should be like that. Your value should be everything you bring to the table. So, like, your character, your morals, your financial situation, your relationship with God, most importantly, you know, I feel like it's not just like just money. It shouldn't be just money. But yeah, like, I think it's that it just happens like that because now since the world sees them as high value, they have access to a lot of things they didn't have access to before. So, you know, they want that. And I'm not talking about me, you know. I'm talking about like the people who do that. That's probably why they do that, because now they can get whatever they want essentially. So in their mind, they probably like, why wouldn't I do that? You know what I'm saying? Now they could get girls they could never had a chance with before.
With bum ass men who were never going to get on their feet, they were never going to level up. And then the sad part is, those 1 or 2 men that actually decided to level up, as soon as they got their money right, they decided to leave them for other women or other races. That's why these women don't want to take chances on you. And God forbid you're 35, 40, 45, 50, you are a waste of time. You failed a long time ago. Nobody's trying to sign up to keep struggling. And I know why they don't want to struggle, because they figure I leveled me up. I got my shit together. They want to be in their soft girl era. They want to be pampered. And it's not about money, but you so fucking broke, you can't even afford to pay attention. The thing that
y'all... He said you so broke they can't even afford to pay attention. That was funny, bro. But my take on this is, I definitely do understand why a woman wouldn't, or a man wouldn't necessarily want to do that. But like, I feel like a man is supposed to be the breadwinner. A man is supposed to be the one who provides for the family. And as a woman, if she sees a man can't do that for her, she doesn't want to be in that relationship or have anything to do with that man. I totally understand that. But like I said earlier, it's more to it than just money. You know what I'm saying? You might find somebody rich, but morally and his character is terrible. He's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You might find somebody who's not... He's not up right now. He might be a little down, but he's the perfect man for you, just not financially right now. And I don't think being broke means you just a bum. You know, it just depends. Like, if you're not doing nothing for yourself, you're not trying to do nothing for yourself, you broke, you know you're broke, and you ain't trying to stop being broke, that's a bum. That's a bum to me. You ain't just a bum because you broke. A bum is somebody who knows their situation is bad, and they're not trying to do nothing about it. That's a bum to me. At least to me. I don't think you a bum if you just broke. It's a lot more variables than just that.
know is that these women aren't hard up for money, and they're not even pressed for money. But you bum ass dudes can't even provide the things that are free: time, attention, orgasms, affection, a listening ear, patience, and so forth and so forth. My book Complicationships is available now. The link is in the bio. Am I lying?
I ain't buying your book, man, but hey, bro, he doing this stuff, bro. He got a book. He trying to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know, I hope that endeavor goes well for him. But yeah, next video.
Ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, if a man's broke and he tries to date you, you're not the woman that he really want to be with. I'm not talking about a dude that you've been dating and things happened and he fell off, and it just is, life happened or whatever. I'm talking about the ones that initially go into a relationship or a situationship trying to date you while they're broke. You want to know why they don't like you? Is because, number one, a man knows what it takes to be with a woman. A man knows how to date. If they don't know how to date, I don't know. That's a whole other story. But a man knows what it takes to date. It takes money to date. It takes money to date. Adult relationships take money to date.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it does take money. Because I do agree on the fact with her that if you are not where you want to be in life, you should not be trying to get in a relationship. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I think if you're not where you want to be, you should not be trying to get in a relationship because you have other things to worry about, you know? And with the relationship costs money. Yes, it does cost money for certain things, but at the end of the day, a relationship is connection. It's not, it shouldn't be like looked at based off like monetary things that you could buy with money. It should not be looked at. It's connection at the end of the day. It's spending time together. You don't gotta go to hibachi all the time and all of that. And you're dating. You don't have to pay each other's bills if you're dating. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more of like husband and wife type things. Like that's really where it costs money. When you're just dating somebody, you shouldn't have to spend an arm and a leg to date somebody. Like boyfriend and girlfriend, it shouldn't be too much money being spent. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna disagree with me on that, but I don't care. I should not have to spend thousands of dollars on a girl I'm not married to. And that's just how I feel. Like, you not my wife, what am I spending thousands of dollars on you for? You know? Like, but I do agree. If you not where you want to be in life, you should not be trying to date anybody. Facts. Whether that be mentally, physically, financially, anything. If you're not where you want to be, do not date somebody.
Okay? So, he knows if it does not take money to be with you, then he really don't like you because he's going to be just doing the bare minimum or asking you for money. And I've had male homeboys and stuff. I literally heard them say out of their mouth, yeah, I'm using this girl for a place to stay and for this, that, and the third because that's the only type of chick that will be with me right now.
I think this can go both ways too, though. Like it is definitely. I know some people who using their girl to live with them, or to like they have a sugar mama basically, and it's crazy because it's not like the girl older than them or nothing. That's basically they sugar mama though, But like it's also situations where a woman will use a man in ways like that, and a man is supposed to protect and provide. But at the same time, some women just be using the man to provide for them, their children. Men be doing it too. I'm not picking no sides. I'm just saying her argument is that some men be using, their girls and her homeboys be doing that. Yeah, so do women. So you can't just necessarily put everybody in the same bracket. Because everybody's different. Just because Jeremy over there doing it don't mean Tyrone gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? This is just a lot of things that goes into this these types of things, man. So it's not so black and white.
Not with the woman that I want to be with. And whenever they get on their feet, I guarantee you they finna go and be with the woman that wouldn't even look their way if they was broke. That's crazy. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, because it happens. It happens that
it does happen.
Sometimes dudes will appreciate you, and then when they get on their feet, they'll show you, look, thank you for being down for me when I was down. Da 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 da. But it is a very rare thing.
I don't think it's crazy rare. I just think now that we have social media, like social media highlights the worst parts of a lot of things. I don't think a lot of people understand that there are like two sides. Like it doesn't always have to be the negative outcome. You know what I'm saying? Social media, like, cause it probably does happen, but it's probably not recorded. Cause why would you record some or speak on some? It feels positive. A lot of nowadays, like people don't really speak on positive things. Like you don't hear people talking about, oh, like my husband just did whoop-de-whoop. It was so good. My husband just cheated on me with this girl. It was my cousin's daughter. Like it don't be nothing positive nowadays. Like on social media, most of the time when you see something go viral, it's something negative. I don't know how true that is, but I feel like that's true. I feel like it's true. And that's what I'm going to stand on. I'm going to stand on that. I think most of the time, some on social media happens viral, it is negative. And that's just how it is nowadays. That's just how, like, the world is. Because You'll see a fight in the street, somebody recording it. You'll see a husband arguing with his wife or a girlfriend arguing with her boyfriend. Somebody start recording it. They'll record it. It's just everything is recorded nowadays. So yeah, the outcome, like the perception of the world, they just see a lot more things negatively than they used to. And I'm not going to discredit what she was saying because she definitely said some true things. But I also think that that's not the case all the time. She even said it herself. Like, she said it's rare, but I don't think it's as rare as she probably thinks it is. It probably happens. It's just not broadcasted, you know? But yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, bro. Because at the end of the day, all of this is an opinion. It's all opinionated. It's not a fact. What I'm saying, it's not a fact what they're saying. You know, all of this is an opinion at the end of the day. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below. And man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. If you watched this far, you're a real one. And if you watched this far, you might as well like subscribe, like the video, press the notification bell. I'm just saying, like, it's right there. It don't cost no money to do it, you know what I'm saying? But that Mac is out.
Like and subscribe, you bastards.